Yo, what's good is the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing, back at you with another one, man. So, Canelo Alvarez, I know this is kind of late, but, I definitely wanted to touch on it. Canelo Alvarez not impressed with Gennady Golovkin, his win over Ryota Murata. According to Boxing News 24, it says Canelo Alvarez says he wasn't really impressed with Gennady Golovkin's ninth round knockout over Ryota Murata earlier this month, on April 9th, in the 160-pound unification. Canelo could face Golovkin in a trilogy match in September if the Mexican star wins his fight next month against WBA lightweight champion Dmitry Bivol in May 7th. The fight with Bivol is far from a sure thing win for the 31-year-old Canelo. There's a high possibility that we won't see that trilogy between the Mexican star and Golovkin on September 17th. If Canelo loses to Bivol, the September date will surely be a rematch against the unbeaten Russian. Matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn hasn't talked about how the scenario will work out in which Canelo loses to Bivol once or twice in a row. So, from what I'm gonna say is, first and foremost, speaking on a Triple G fight with Murata, obviously I woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning to watch that fight just so I can report it for y'all. I definitely felt like Golovkin's age showed. How can I really remember that fight now? It was nothing impressive that happened with Golovkin, I'll tell you that much, but his age definitely showed. Golovkin, and obviously he's 40 years old now, but my whole thing is, that's why I'm not really, it's like, bro, I'm gonna watch it, but it's like, bro, at this point, like, what's the point of a fucking trilogy now, bro? Like, seriously. Like, Golovkin hasn't done, in my eyes, Golovkin hasn't done anything to get to even deserve a trilogy with Canelo at this point. I mean, I get it, he had 2 fights with Canelo, but it's like, dude, at this point, I mean, if this was like 5 years ago, then yeah, but at this point, it's like, bro, we all know that Golovkin, his age is starting to catch up, bro. As far as Canelo, and I'm telling people right now, it's not a fact. Just like the article said, it's not a fact that Canelo's going to get past Bivol, bro. I really think that that's going to be a hard fight for Canelo based off of Bivol's style, and being able to use his jab and being the bigger fighter. I think that I'm not saying that Bivol is a better fighter than Canelo, but because of his style, his weight, the weight class, and just his style, I think that he's going to give Canelo a lot of problems. A lot more than people think. So I'm not so sure, bro. I'm not 100% sure that Canelo is just gonna get by Bivol. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna break it down. I have about a week to break it down, so it'll probably be like next week when I break down that fight. But it's not a sure fact that Canelo's gonna get past Bivol, bro. But should he get past Bivol, I mean, I don't see Triple G. He's older now. And bottom line, it's as simple as that. He was ducked a lot in his prime. We can't act like he wasn't ducked. I mean, Peter Quillen ducked him, Danny Jacobs ducked him at one point. Canelo did seem like he wanted to fight him at one point. Sergio Martinez ducked him. Miguel Cotto didn't want no fight. Like, he was avoided, bro. I mean, now, granted, it was a few fighters that did want to fight him that he didn't want to fight, but we already know who those guys are. But he was definitely avoided in his prime, and then finally got the fight with Canelo. And the first fight, I thought he won. I thought he beat Canelo the first fight. The second fight, I thought Canelo won. But regardless, man, Triple G, he's seen his better days. He has definitely seen his better days, man. So I don't see him beating Canelo. As a matter of fact, even though Triple G has an iron chin, I can see Triple G getting stopped to the body. I think he was hurt to the body with Murata, if I'm not mistaken. But I just don't. I mean, Triple G's past his prime, and it's time for him to retire. Canelo, it's like, but thing is, it's like with Canelo, I still kind of wonder, like, what made him go the DAZN route rather than the PBC route? Then, like, if you're not impressed with Triple G, it's like, why did you even choose to really just go this route, though, bro? Like, we know Triple G hasn't been impressive in some years now, and I think he was off for like a year and a few months. Like, why did you go the Triple G route? Why did you just not go the PBC route? And that way, man, we could have been seeing you versus Jamal Charlo, and possibly Benavidez. Excuse me, you know. So it's like I don't understand that for the life of me, man. I would love to see Canelo. You know, it's a lot of fights out there. Now, granted, though, with Canelo, here's the thing. With Canelo, you have to understand. Like, I do see what he's saying. Like, with these fighters need to fight each other because, bro, it's like if he fights this person, then he's ducking this person. If he fight that person, he's ducking this person. So okay, that's cool. But I mean, bro, come on. Like, I think we all would have rather seen him at least fight David Benavidez. I mean, that's the only belt that you didn't. You know, he won every other belt. You know, Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. But the WBC, that was a vacant. That was stripped from David Benavidez. To credit that had nothing to do with Canelo. That was all David Benavidez's fault. But I'm just saying though, like I think that David Benavidez, that's, you know, I just think people would have loved to see that fight. I mean, at least, like, you know, you weren't able to physically take the belt from him, but, you know, technically you didn't take the belt from him. You got that belt handed to you, for the Callum Smith fight. But nevertheless, bro, I definitely do think these guys need to fight each other instead of just sit around and wait on Canelo. I've always been wanting to say that, bro. Make your own legacy. Make it to where, put yourself in a position to where Canelo has to fight you. Don't just sit around and wait on him, man. Like, take these risks, man. Fight these. Just like what Mike Tyson said, man. Like, if you can't get the best guy, get the next best guy until the best guy has to see you. And that's what I think these guys need to do. But I still kind of feel like, man, it's like, damn, bro, like, if, you know, we haven't been impressed with Triple G in some years, so it's like, why did you elect to go this route? But I give Canelo credit for fighting Dimitri Bivol, though, because that's like, again, it's not a guarantee that Canelo's gonna beat Bivol, bro. I'm telling you that. I think that that's gonna be a tough fight for Canelo. But regardless, bro, it's a fight that I'm excited to see. Although I think it's crazy that they have that on DAZN pay-per-view, when I thought the whole purpose of DAZN was to basically destroy the pay-per-view market. I'm just saying, that's what I thought. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, I find it funny that this fight is on pay-per-view. But nevertheless, man, I'm excited about it. Triple G didn't look impressive to me either. I don't see Triple G being a threat to Canelo at this point in his career. And Canelo is just 31, will be 32 this year, so he's still fairly in his prime, you know. So, I mean, I don't see. I definitely see Canelo beating Triple G, but hopefully after the Triple G fight, man, we can get a Jamal Charlo fight, or I mean, if he's gonna stay at 175, shit, him and Beterbiev or Beterbiev, however he wants to pronounce his name, that's a good fight to make. Or him and, man, I'm gonna tell you a fight that I would love to see, bro. Canelo Alvarez versus Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, bro. That would, you talk about a fight that would sell out, bro. Man, that right there would be a humongous fight. I would love to see that fight. If you're not gonna, you know, fight the PBC fighters, and then, you know, Zurdo is with DAZN, but I also understand that he's with De La Hoya with Golden Boy. So I don't necessarily know if Canelo and Golden Boy are on speaking terms. I don't know if him and Oscar De La Hoya are on like speaking terms where they do business together, but I definitely feel like that would be a huge fight for both, you know, Gilberto Ramirez, Canelo Alvarez, but Gilberto Ramirez being undefeated, 43-0 with 29 knockouts. Canelo Alvarez being a future Hall of Famer. I just think that makes for a wonderful fight. And then they should put it in Texas at that, bro. That shit will sell out quick. But anyways, man, bottom line, Canelo not impressed with Triple G. I wasn't either. I'm not excited to see Canelo versus Triple G 3. I do feel like Canelo might possibly stop Triple G to the body. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Come on, man. Follow your boy. Go ahead. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Who was you picking? But what do I know?